everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Today I am sitting down to answer some of the questions that you sent me on Instagram. I do plan on doing a Q&A video on my channel once a month, so if you have a question that isn't answered in today's video, feel free to leave it in the comment section below and hopefully I will answer it next month. I do have all of your questions on my phone, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first question, and I received this a ton, is if I have any updates on Bubba. So I will give you some updates just on him in general. He's doing really well. He is walking like crazy. He is all over the place. He is talking. I taught him how to do knuckles, where you like do this, and now he just walks around to everyone and says knuckles, knuckles, and it's the cutest thing. He is talking. He is happy. He has most of his teeth. I cannot wait until he has all of his teeth, because teething is, woo, rough. I was not prepared for teething. So I'm excited for him to have all of his teeth. He's doing great. He travels well. He loves going to Disney. He loves watching Puppy Dog Pals, I think is his new favorite. We also really like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Paw Patrol, so he is really well. As far as updates on his case, it's really hard to give those because you just don't know. I don't know anything. One day I know something and the next day it changes, so I really don't know much. And also when I do get good updates, I'm scared to say them out loud because I feel like if I say them out loud, it won't happen. But just know he is still in foster care. We are still going through the process and we are hoping and praying that we will eventually be able to adopt. So if you guys would still keep us in your prayers, we would greatly appreciate it. The next question, I know you're a Florida gal through and through, but where else would you live? Growing up, would never consider myself a Florida girl through and through. Yes, I was born and raised in Florida, but I hated Florida for the longest time. It actually took me 20 something years to get used to the idea of actually living in Florida for the rest of my life. I would love to live somewhere in the mountains. You guys know I travel to Georgia often, and I feel like half of my heart is in Georgia. I just love it there. I've always loved it there. David and I talked about moving there when we first got married. He actually went and had job interviews up there, and it just didn't work out. So maybe sometime in the future we'll live somewhere in the mountains, but who knows. But I would love to live in the mountains. I also think it would be fun to live in the city. I don't know which city, but I think it would be fun to live somewhere that you could walk to. You wouldn't necessarily have to have a car. I don't know if I'd want that for the rest of my life, but I think it would be fun for a season. So honestly, I'm not like, let's stay in Florida for life. I would love to live somewhere else at some point. What do you want to do with your channel over the next year? So I'm really trying to get back into uploading more videos. I used to upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That was my schedule. If I missed a day, I was like so sad. So I really tried to keep up with that for years. I think now I don't have that much time to sit down, film, edit, upload, do all of that for 3 videos a week. I'm hoping to do consistently more of maybe 1 video a week or 2 videos a week, as well as blog posts in between. So I'm trying to figure out what schedule works best for me. Of course, when I can share Bubba, it will be so much easier because I can actually film him and talk about him and say his name and not have to worry about all of that. So that will be nice sometime in the future when I can do that. But that is my goal, is to hopefully get back onto a normal upload routine where I upload 1 to 2 times and then have my blog post in between there. I have been able to do more because Bubba actually naps now. For the longest time, he never napped. He's actually napping right now. I'm so happy. He goes down between 12 and 12:30, and he usually naps between like 2 and 3 hours, which is amazing because when he was a baby, never napped. So I'm so thankful for that. So that's why I have more time to put into this. Usually when he's napping, I will edit a vlog or do something like that. I haven't sat down to film a video in a really long time, so this feels weird. I feel like that's why I'm just talking so much, because I have so much to say. But yeah, I'm hoping to get back to that. What are some challenges you face as a foster mom that other moms might not understand? Oh gosh, there's so many things. One thing is travel. A lot of people have asked me how we travel with the baby since he is in foster care. In the state of Florida, I can take him anywhere in the state without permission. I don't have to tell anyone I'm going, you know, to Disney or anything like that. Once I cross the state line, I have to have permission from the judge and everyone that is on Bubba's case. So it takes quite a while because everybody has to approve it. So that is kind of stressful when you want to plan a trip. You have to make sure that you can get it approved. One trip that we took, I was so stressed out because we hadn't got it approved, and I think the day before we left, like hours before we left, it finally got approved. So that's stressful. That's something that as a, you know, as a mom to birth children, you don't have to think about, because you can just go and take your kids wherever you want, whenever you want. Other things, it's hard to plan. It's hard to plan for anything. I remember when Bubba first came to us, he came to us in August, and I didn't know how long he would be with us. And I remember thinking, are we gonna have him for Christmas? Is he gonna be here for my brother's wedding? Is he gonna be in the wedding? Do we plan for him to be in the wedding? Because what if he's not with us anymore? Like, just those things you would normally plan out, like, okay, his first birthday or his second birthday or his first Christmas. You get excited and you plan for those things, but with foster children it's hard because you don't know if they're going to be with you for those certain big events. I'm very happy that Bubba has been with us for a lot of things, and I feel more comfortable planning now, but I think it also forces you to live in the moment and really enjoy every single second that you have with them, because you just don't know when it might be your last. So there's that. So many more things I could say, but I think those are the two main things that come to mind. When do I start decorating for fall? It's always different. I think now that I'm an adult and I can make my own decisions on traditions. You guys, I am such a traditional person. I love traditions, but I have decided that there are some traditions that I can now change. Like, our one tradition growing up was we always decorated for Christmas the weekend of Black Friday. So Thanksgiving weekend, we always decorated for Christmas. And that's what David and I have done the past several years. We put up our Christmas tree the day after Black Friday or that weekend. And I just don't want to wait that long. I want to put up my Christmas tree the day after Halloween, and I want to enjoy Christmas for 2 full months, especially if we go out of town in December. I feel like I'm being cheated of Christmas decorations. So I want to decorate for just fall. I'm just going to skip Halloween decorations altogether. I've mentioned that before. I think Halloween is fun. I like looking at Halloween decorations, but they're just not my thing, and I don't love them in my home. So I like to decorate for fall sometime in September and have them up until November 1st, and then I change all of that into my Christmas decorations. So that's what I'm doing this year. I'm not decorating for Halloween. I'm getting rid of my Halloween decorations, just decorating for fall. I haven't done so yet because there's still a few things that I want to purchase, but I will decorate sometime this month, and like I said, it'll all come down November 1st and Christmas goes up. Okay, does visitation by his bio mom mean he's getting placed back with her? So I did a blog post recently, and I talked about letting your wall down. I had to think about what the title was. Letting your wall down, and I had mentioned how when he first started going to visitation, it made me like super anxious and I didn't know how to react to that. So no, visitations doesn't necessarily mean anything. We do have a visitation schedule, but you just never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't want to go too much into it, but no, visitation doesn't mean anything. That's just the time that he is legally supposed to be with her, but you know, that's up to her. So let's see, where did you go to college and what did you major in? I went to Palm Beach State, and I just got a general associate's degree because I didn't know what I wanted to do. Honestly, I wanted to be a stay-at-home wife and mother, so I didn't think I needed a degree for that. So I didn't really pursue anything specifically. I just got my associate's. That's all that I did. I think now if I had to do it over, I would probably major in communications or something along those lines. Let's see. What do you wish and strive for in the next 5 years? The next 5 years. So that'll put me into my 30s. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm only a few years away from my 30s. That's crazy. Time is flying. So in the next 5 years, I'm hoping to move. A lot of people have asked if we plan to stay here or if we want to move. We do want to move. We will be moving somewhere in the state of Florida. So that is our hope, hopefully like in the next year or two to move. I would like to expand our family, whether that be having biological children, adopting, doing foster care again. I'm not sure what the future holds as far as children, but I know that we definitely want to have more children. So some way or another, we will have more children. What else do I want to do in the next 5 years? I'm hoping to grow my business, my blog and my YouTube channel. And obviously the business that I have with my mom, our mouse ears business, hoping to grow that. Just be happy and successful. Isn't that what everyone wants? So that's my plans for the next 5 years. How is Remy? Remy is great. She is so great with Bubba. He just climbs all over her and throws her toys everywhere, and those two are thick as thieves, double trouble. They're always up to something. It is so cute, and she's just so great with him, so I'm so thankful for that. I just love Remy. She's the sweetest dog ever. Vlogadays, will you be filming this year? What about with Liz at Target? It's a tradition. So yes, I do plan to do Vlogmas again, which is where you vlog from December 1st through the 25th. I think that worked out really well for me last year. In previous years, I have vlogged from Thanksgiving all the way through to New Year's, and I just think that's a little too much. So I do plan on doing Vlogmas again this year. It's my favorite time of year. I literally plan for it all year round. So yes, I will definitely be doing that, and I'm sure that Liz and I will do our Target shopping because it is a tradition. So we'll have to plan that. But I love shopping with her at Target around Christmas time. It's so much fun. We used to shop together at Target a lot more than just Christmas, but we haven't in a long time because our schedules are just so busy and different. All right, would you guys ever build a home, and would you stay in your area? David wants to build a home so bad, and to me that just sounds super stressful, and that's just not where I am right now in life. I do not want to build a house. Maybe in the future we will. I just feel like if we build a house, we have to stay in that house forever, and I'm just not that kind of person that wants to commit to forever and a certain place, because I have wings and I like to just go off and do my own thing and travel, and I like the idea of not feeling stuck. Like if we build a house, I feel like I would feel like I had to live in that house forever, and I like the idea of, even if we never moved, I like the idea of thinking that it could happen. So I don't necessarily want to build a house. David does, who knows. Would we stay in our area? Definitely not. We definitely would like to get out of this area at some point in the future. If you could redo your wedding, would you change anything or keep it the same? In the moment of my wedding, like in my life stage, no, I don't think I would change anything. If you ask my mom this question, she would tell you the cake, because the cake was a whole drama, but I really could care less. Obviously now, looking back on my wedding party, it would be different. Not necessarily that I would take anybody out, but I would have more people in my wedding. Like Melissa would be in my wedding and other people. So I think that changes for everyone. I think your life changes, your friendships change, so that would be different. But as far as changing anything, my wedding was the best day of my life. I had so much fun. I wish that I could relive it like once a month, because it was the best, and I had everyone that I loved there, and it was just so much fun, so I loved it. All right, how has my relationship with David changed since fostering? I also got a similar question to that about my marriage and being parents, and I think relationships have their ups and downs all the time, but I think, how has it changed since becoming parents? I don't know that it really has. David and I have always been a good team, and I think we parent really well. He is the greatest dad ever. He changes diapers. He will take the baby for the day so I can go out with my girlfriends. He does so much more than a lot of men and husbands do. When I mention something to a friend, they're like, oh my gosh, my husband would never do that. I can't believe David does that, because my husband would never do that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, David's the best, because he does it all. He does everything. We definitely, when he's home, we parent 50-50. Like, it's totally 50-50. Of course, when he's at work, it's on me, but he's amazing, and I think that I love him more now than I ever have, which, not that I didn't love him less, but it's just like seeing him as a dad and seeing him love our baby is amazing. I just love him for it. The next question is from my friend Lindsay, and she wants to know how I get my hair so shiny. And the reason I'm answering this in today's video is because I get this question all the time. People always want to know what hair products I use because my hair looks so shiny. And I don't have an answer because I really don't use anything special. Maybe that's the thing, maybe less is more. I don't know. I do wash my hair every single day. For me, second day hair is super oily, and if I use dry shampoo, I just feel like my head is dirty, my scalp itches. It's just not cute. So I wash my hair every single day. Maybe that's it. I always use a different shampoo. I have 4 shampoos in my shower that I'm currently rotating through. If I use the same shampoo a couple days in a row, I feel like my hair doesn't get as clean. My hair is getting used to the product. I don't know, maybe it's all in my head, but I like to just rotate them, and they're nothing special. They're like Herbal Essence, Head and Shoulders, like cheapo drugstore products. And then I use the same conditioner every day. I use the I forget which one it is, but it's a Dove conditioner, and I just buy the big one and I use that every day. And then maybe once a week I'll do like a deep conditioner, and nothing crazy expensive, like the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. So yeah, that's all I do. And then the only product that I really ever put in my hair is the Chi Iron Guard heat protectant before I straighten it or curl it. And then if I do curl it, sometimes I'll add in some Victoria's Secret hairspray, which I don't even think they make anymore. But that's all that I do with my hair. So I'm not sure. That's all that I do. Nothing special. Let's see, last question. Will you be making a video about your nose piercing? So I did get my nose pierced, and someone else had asked if it hurt and how bad it was because they had been thinking about getting their nose pierced as well. And it was such an interesting thing. So here's the story. I have wanted to get my nose pierced probably for the past 8 years. I've been talking about it. I just think it looks cool. I've always thought that my nose would be a good nose for a nose piercing. I don't know. I just always wanted it. I do have a rib cage tattoo on this side. This is my good side. I feel like when I take pictures, it's always on this side. So I always knew if I got my nose pierced, I would want it on my left side. So I was in Fort Lauderdale, and my sister-in-law and I were having margaritas on the beach, and there happened to be a tattoo shop literally right next to where we were having margaritas, and she was saying how she always wanted to get her nose pierced, and she was talking about a tattoo that she wanted to get, and I had said that I really wanted to get my nose pierced as well. And so when we finished our margaritas, I was like, let's just go see how much it cost. So of course, as soon as I said that, I was like, I know we're gonna get them done because we both want to get it done and we'll keep each other accountable to do it. So sure enough, we go in, we talk to the lady, she's telling us how simple it is, and it was $40, and we're like, sure, why not? And honestly, because I have done this multiple times, I've just gone into random tattoo shops and gotten tattooed. I have 4 tattoos, and 3 of them were random, like just go into a tattoo shop and get a tattoo. One was like at 11:30 at night, they were closing. So this tattoo shop was actually very clean, very nice. The people in there were super friendly, so I felt totally fine getting a piercing there. So I told my sister-in-law if she got hers done first, I would do it, which was such a bad decision. Don't ever have someone else do something first because then you have to watch it and then you have to do it. So I'm watching them stick this huge needle in her nose, and she's like crying, like not because it was painful or anything, but because it just like struck a nerve, and a tear always falls, usually. For me, it didn't. So I'm watching her, I'm like, what? Why did I decide to do this? I hadn't paid yet, so I was like, I could back out. But if I back out, I'm gonna be upset because I've always wanted to do this, and she's never gonna let me live it down. So I sit down in the chair, they mark it up, they stick this big needle through my nose, and I actually have a video of me getting it done, and it looks like I'm gonna pass out because she kept saying to me, I need you to breathe, I need you to breathe, you're gonna be okay, you're fine. And I was like, why is she saying that? Like, I'm totally fine. Like, I wasn't crying, I didn't have a tear, felt totally fine. But watching the video back, it looked like I was gonna pass out for some reason. I think because I opened my eyes thinking it was done, and I saw this huge needle sticking out of my nose, and I was like, whoa. But honestly, it didn't really hurt. It was such a weird sensation because they put this needle through your nose, but instead of like this pain of it piercing a hole through your skin, it almost felt like she stuck this long needle in my nose and then like was holding it like this and yanking it towards her, because I just felt this like pressure of my nose just being yanked forward. But really didn't hurt. It's healing really well. I'm still cleaning it morning and night. I actually forgot to clean it today, so I didn't get the makeup off of it, but it's just a super little stud. I do want to get a ring just to see what it would look like, and maybe do something a little bit bigger because I just feel like it's kind of small and it doesn't really, it's not as noticeable. Every single person that I saw did not notice it until I pointed it out. So that's kind of funny, but I love it. I'm really glad that I got it. David loves it. My sister-in-law loves hers. I think it's fun that we did it together. It was kind of like a sister bonding moment, so it was a lot of fun. But no, it was not painful. If you want to get your nose pierced, do it. I cannot believe I waited 8 years to get mine. That's a shame. I love it. I'm so happy with it. Definitely worth it. And the tattoo shop we went to was great. So that was good. So that is it for today's Q&A. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got to know a little bit more about me. Like I said, if you have any questions that I did not answer in this video, leave them in the comment section below for next month. If you have any video requests or anything that you want to see from me, also leave that in the comment section. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so. I also have a website, themagicalmundanelife.com, that I would love for you guys to follow. I will have that in the description box as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone!